Welcome back to California Cooking. Today, we're digging into Italian sandwiches, making a classic French dessert using juicy summer cherries, and trying one of the internet's latest obsessions, blanket dumplings. Let's head first to Vesti. This local catering company has built a loyal following with their Italian sandwiches, and now they have a residency inside Maidon Market where you can get their mouth-watering sandwiches, but they also have focaccia pizzas and a tasting menu that's quickly becoming one of LA's best-kept secrets.
Hi, madam. Welcome to Vesti. What is Vesti? That is a real philosophical question. Vesti is a business that my best friend Shane and I started a few years ago with another friend, Chris, that specializes in serving the best sandwiches and snacks on our homemade focaccia bread. Vesti at Maidon Market is something unique and special where we're doing a slightly expanded menu from our core menu, and we're also doing this really exciting eating menu, which is our version of a tasting menu. Shane and I met in culinary televised blood sport on a Food Network show called Next Food Network Star, season 4 in 2008. And I didn't know what to do with my life, when this culinary competition show came along, and it really changed my life. So Shane and I, after the show, I started hosting a lot of shows, first on Food Network and then on other networks. Shane really dug into his chef career and opened Distilled, but we remained friends, and whenever we would have some kind of event going on, I would fly to him to help him out, or he would always fly to me to help me out. So we stayed very close friends. We always cooked together. We never really considered having a business together until about 3 or 4 years ago, when we kind of just decided that, sandwiches, a lot of people eat sandwiches. And so we kind of came up with this idea, not even thinking of ourselves as chefs first, but more as like culinary producers, in that we were going to vet the best bread, the best ingredients that we would like. And so we thought, hey, if we can come up with sandwiches that we would honestly love ourselves, then it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks, because we are so hard to please, we're such snobs really when it comes to good food. The journey with Vesti, it started, Shane was doing a consulting gig out here in Los Angeles for an Italian restaurant, and there was a baker who made this great focaccia bread. And we kind of thought, hey, that is a great place to start. And so we actually took a trip to Italy for a couple of weeks and traveled all over, went to Bologna, where the famous mortadella lab is. We were really taken by the quality of ingredients, the simplicity, and that was really the beginning of where we started, knowing that we didn't want to be Italian per se because we're not Italian. Vesti means well-attired, well-dressed. So we thought that applies to our sandwiches and our snacks, meaning that we have prepared them for you. They are well-dressed. We never intended to make a build-your-own sandwich shop, because then it's not a Vesti, then it's a UE, This idea of being well-dressed, well-prepared, and that would be great enough is kind of where we decided. Along the way, we developed our own recipe for bread because we realized we couldn't really afford, the bread that we were purchasing. So we developed our own version of it, which really came out great, and people really responded to. They responded to the focaccia, that it was light, that it was airy, that you could put the right amount of ingredients on it and it doesn't fall apart. So what sets Vesti apart from other sandwich shops is that we're really not a shop. Shane and I have both been involved in traditional brick and mortar restaurants for a long time, and they are difficult. They're really hard to make happen. And a lot of times you're spending a lot of money on rent and plumbing and things that are out of your control. We thought with the unique way that we started making Vesti sandwiches, which is that we bake a sheet of focaccia, and then we make a sandwich that big. And then we cut that into 12 different sandwiches or 24 shareables. So we really realized that our specialty is feeding large groups of people. And we really started to pursue offices, businesses, set catering, places where you need to feed a lot of people and quality matters. And to help promote that, My wife, along the way, found what would become the Loavesmobile on Facebook Marketplace. One day, my wife found this 1962 AMC Rambler, which had been converted into some sort of, it really looks like a traveling Italian sandwich cart on wheels, or the Popemobile. But we had it branded as Vesti, and people love it wherever we go. We also will bring the Loavesmobile to weddings. We found out that people just like, it's cool. We just like the vibe of having this sandwich cart there. So I usually show up in my pink suit and just, give out sandwiches off the Loavesmobiles. So last year, before Made on Market opened, some of the people in charge of the market reached out to us and they said, hey, would you be interested in doing a pop-up? They have this one area, this one section here called Club 104. And the idea of Club 104 is that it's a rotating residency at Made on Market. So different cooks, different chefs, different businesses are coming in and out. At the time, they were about to open in October of last year, and we thought, this is a good opportunity to be in front of people and meet our potential clients and our audience. And that's, the one disadvantage of not having the brick and mortar. So we're like, this is the best of both worlds. We did it from mid-November through December. So for about 6 weeks at the end of 2025, and it became really successful for us. So much so that we decided to do it again for a 6-month residency this year from June through the end of the year. When you show up to Vesti at Made on Market, you're gonna notice the menu is a little different. Do we have our classic sandwiches and snacks? Of course we do. We got the mortadella greens, we got the spicy guy, we got our dill vinegar chips, cookies, and caramel corn. But in addition to the Vesti classic menu, at Made on Market, we have hot sandwiches, like Zoe's crispy mortadella sandwich, like an Australian Wagyu steak sandwich. We have some pizzas. We discovered that making pizza with the same dough that we use for our focaccia yields this really unique pizza that is thick but light, crispy on the bottom, a lot of cheese. We also offer the eating menu. And when you do the eating menu at Vesti, it's a $70 leap of faith. You will be sitting down at our chef's counter and you will be in our hands. Often Shane is at the counter with Jorge, Sweet Nico, and Tony, and you just start eating. But if you're up for a little bit of adventure and a bit of a whimsical, non-self-serious tasting menu, I think that's the experience you're gonna have. Anything from like a light fruit course with granita and watermelon and jalapeno to like our dip with caviar. You might get some crispy chicken wings. You probably will get Australian Wagyu or some tremendous fish that someone's given us. We are non-committal here, and this menu changes often 3 times a night. There's 3 seatings a night, so often the menu changes within the same night. It is insane sometimes. If you can't find availability for the eating menu, come see us anyway. Come to Made on Market. It's not just us. You can sample some of Lugia and Golden Mountain Chicken and Souk and Compass Rose and Malenia. There's so much great food, and you could still have Vesti food in the market. And at the time, you could meet myself, Shane, Sweet Nico, and say, hey, when can we get in for that eating menu? But you can try a lot of the food that might be on the eating menu. I just don't want to. I don't want to give people the impression that if they can't get a reservation for the eating menu, not to come see us. There's a big market with common seating, and if you haven't been to Made on Market, it is not a food hall. It is really more of like a food collective, and you need to see it to believe it. It's as the kids say, a vibe. Thank you so much for coming and checking us out in the market. And to everyone at home, I hope to see you very soon at Vesti. Be sure to let us know where you heard about us. We always love to hear that. So if you're seeing this, that will make my mom really proud.
Coming up, Levi and one of his best childhood friends are joining me in the kitchen to make a delicious French dessert. Then we're finding out if those viral blanket dumplings are worth the hype. Levi's back in the kitchen with me, and this time his friend Shai is joining us for the fun. Together, we're gonna make a classic French dessert that's rustic, delicious, and surprisingly easy to make. Hi, kids.
Hi.
Okay, this is gonna be fun. We're gonna all cook together. This is Shai and Levi. Shai and Levi have been friends since they were like 2 years old, and we used to be neighbors in West Hollywood. Shai and Levi have been friends since they were 2, and I remember one day we were walking, because we were walking everywhere in West Hollywood with our strollers, and I bumped into your mom, and I was like, oh my gosh, you have a 2-year-old, I have a 2-year-old too, and the rest is history, and you guys have been friends ever since. Your mom is the best cook I know, hands down. Even your dad will say, he's like, I love your cooking, but Maytal's is. So mom's over there hiding off into this, but your mom is such an incredible cook, right, Shai?
Yeah.
We're gonna make I think like a summery dessert today. It's called a Clafoutis. It's French, and it's really easy. It's almost like a pancake batter, and it has cherries in it. And then you put some powdered sugar, or I think I'm gonna make whipped cream. You guys ready to make the Clafoutis? So it's very easy. It's just flour, sugar, milk, eggs.
Butter.
Shai, I'll give you that job. So we've got to stick a little bit of butter here, and you're just gonna go all into this baking dish with the butter so things don't stick. Paint all the corners and the sides with butter. Levi, here's a bowl. Onto the recipe, I wrote down some of our measurements here. 1/2 cup of flour, and everything can be done in one bowl, which is nice. 1/2 cup of sugar. Shai, do you like cherries?
Yeah.
Okay, good. They use fresh cherries in this recipe, or frozen. I went with frozen because then you don't have to pit fresh cherries, but I think fresh cherries would probably be easier. Okay, Shai, I need a cup of milk. Let's bring over our bowl to Shai. Milk going in, full fat milk. 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 3 eggs.
I want to try to do it one-handed.
Oh, please don't try to do it one-handed. Stand back.
I did it!
Nice. 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. I know mommy never measures, but this time I am. Now, Shai knew what this was as soon as I had her smell this. Shai, what did you say that was?
Definitely something for marzipan.
Marzipan, right, which is almond extract. I think that's it. See how easy this recipe was? We made it seem harder than it was. Really very easy. Okay, whisk really well. Now, Levi, I drained the cherries. You don't want all that liquid, so I drained these cherries and thawed them out. Place them around. You get to butter again. Sorry, Shai, I had you butter for no reason, but I wasn't sure exactly what size I should go with, and I think this will be too big. How's the whisking going?
Good.
Here's hoping this is gonna work. That looks good.
It's gonna puff up.
I feel good about it. Here's what's gonna happen if it does puff up. I'm gonna put it on top of a baking sheet. Worst case, it overflows onto the baking sheet. Oven at 350. Wish us luck. Let's make some fresh whipped cream while our Clafoutis is in the oven. We're gonna have a contest. These two wanted to manually, well, not technically manually, but these little, I think those are for coffee.
It says make time, so like
I don't know why.
make time. It's make time. It's faster.
Try. Theo and Levi love to play with these. I don't know why, but we're gonna make.
Cause I like making tornadoes in the water.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you some cream. You make your own whipped cream.
We're gonna win then.
If I give you any more, we're gonna be here all day making whipped cream. Oh wait, you got started. Okay, go.
Well, Mom.
What? Don't Mom. I told you. I've got real
Mom, if you got
restaurant equipment over here.
Oh, it's working really
Oh, it is.
good. I think
I have some powdered sugar when you guys want to add some. Are you ready for powdered sugar?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys, I think you're beating me.
Yeah, we're winning.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I think it's done. I think mine is done.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. Wow. Shai's is pretty much done. Okay,
Yeah,
now
we
I'm
won.
done. I take everything back that I said about those little.
Use these things. So, we're definitely better.
Our Clafoutis is out of the oven. Now, it deflated a little. But here's how we fix that. You know, you tap like that. Yeah. And now you can't tell it deflated. It just looks pretty. Thank you, Levi.
All right, so we've got our whipped cream, and now we're gonna put it on the cake.
No. What's it called? What's it called?
Putti.
Clafoutis.
Clafoutis, I think. I don't know.
Shy, you get to be our guinea.
Bestie.
Shy's our guinea pig. And then here's a spoon for your whip.
Got milk.
I'm trying to kind of make it look really nice.
Oh, you're trying to make it pretty? I just went for it. It's very light.
It's not like too sweet, you know? It's perfect.
I actually think I would have put a little bit more of the almond extract in it. Also, ice cream I think would be nice on this.
Delicious with this, absolutely.
You guys were the best. Sous chefs. Good job. The Clafoutis was a winner, but we're not done yet. Coming up, we're gonna see if those viral blanket dumplings live up to the buzz. Well, if you're looking for a quick and easy dinner, this recipe is for you. These blanket dumplings come together in under 30 minutes, and it couldn't be easier to make.
So now we're gonna make
What are we making, Levi?
blanket dumplings
Blanket dumplings. So this has been a thing I've seen.
on the internet.
Yeah. So this recipe has gone viral on Pinterest and Instagram, and instead of, you know, taking the wonton wrapper and folding a dumpling, you make the meatball with some ground chicken and you just lay the wonton wrapper over it. You put all these yummy flavorings. You're cutting up some scallion. Look at those knife skills. Okay, Shy, I've got a little job for you. So ginger, we're gonna put fresh ginger. So basically you take the back, you know, a spoon and you just scrape the brown stuff off. So if you don't mind doing that as best you can. If it gets stubborn, we can always use a knife, but I like the spoon approach. Garlic, we're gonna do a bunch of garlic. We've got ground chicken. That's beautiful, Levi. You guys both you like spicy, right, Shy?
To a certain extent.
Got it. Because this, I think, I've seen a lot of recipes where they put that chili crunch on at the end. They like drizzle that over. Chicken going in our bowl. Some sesame oil. I'm gonna have you do the coconut aminos. I like coconut aminos. It's got a little sweetness. It's derived from coconut. It's a little bit of soy sauce. We're gonna do a bunch of garlic. Do you wanna grate in some garlic?
Yeah.
I'm gonna add in a nice handful of your scallions, the green and the white. I'm gonna do a few cloves of garlic. How's it going, Shy?
Good, I think
Okay.
I got that.
Yes, very nice. I'm not gonna use it all, so if you wanna just stop at any point.
It's actually really satisfying.
It's so funny how you guys love to say things are satisfying.
I think it's more because of like objects and things like that that
Yes.
represent, you know, like the squishies and
This
stuff.
is
The
really
squishies.
Yeah.
Levi says it's satisfying all the time. I'm also gonna chop up a little bit of cilantro, pretty finely. Cilantro, I wanna do a lot of ginger and just a little bit of honey for the sweetness. So then we got all our flavors working. Now we're done. Now the next job is the messy part. We're gonna make meatballs. Try that. I don't want them to be too big because you've gotta think about the wonton wrapper going over it. If we're quick, like they don't have to be perfect, see? Time to cook up some dumplings. I've got coconut oil. I've heated up the pan. Our chicken dumplings. I'm gonna do them all. You kind of serve it out of the pan because once you put their little blankets on, you wanna give them enough room. You're right, I don't think I can do it all. And we're not sticking, which is great. Okay, let's put our blankets on. Find your dumpling. This is why hence the blanket thing. Beautiful! Now, we're gonna add water.
It's making that little like
Gentle.
smoke shield.
You guys ready for the big reveal? 6 minutes later.
6 minutes later.
Now you just wait for the liquid to evaporate, and then we can drizzle
It's
on
gonna evaporate very quickly.
drizzle on some stuff, and we'll eat. You guys ready to eat? Are you guys ready? They look good. They smell good.
Do they taste good?
Shai is so-so on the spice. Should I drizzle just a little?
Yes, please.
Can you handle? Okay, so I've got my chili crunch. This is a family style. You just kind of serve it out of here. Cilantro. This is some extra scallions that Levi chopped so professionally. Will you cut this lime in half for me?
Let's dive in.
What do you think?
They're so good.
They're good.
Really? They're a little tricky to eat.
They are. The wonton wrapper is really good.
That was awesome. You guys, that's delicious. Good job, you guys. For all the recipes we featured in today's episode, you can follow us on Instagram at KTLA California Cooking. Well, that does it for us. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.
All right, so we've got our whipped cream, and now we're gonna put it on the cake.
No. What's it called? What's it called?
Boutique.
Clafoutis.
Clafoutis, I think. I don't know.
You like the milk ad. Say got milk.
Got milk.